And let's bring in Travis Vanden Heuvel, a childhood friend of Alex Pretti. Travis, we thank you for your time. We are so sorry for your loss. Just give us a sense of how you're holding up right now.
Yeah, thanks for having me, Linsey, and thanks for your commitment to getting the truth about Alex out there. I think sharing his story and who he was as a person is important. But we're doing well in Green Bay.
Let's start with that. Who was he as a person? There is this narrative, as you know, that some have gone out really talking across the country about labeling him as a domestic terrorist and beyond. How would you describe him? You knew him.
I would describe Alex the way most of us who knew him, and that would be incredibly kind, incredibly caring, someone who stood up for the underdog, someone who was compassionate and committed to service. And we saw that play out in his career path. And then, unfortunately, a lot of us saw his kindness and compassion come out in the caring for a stranger in the last moments of his life.
So how did it happen? Did you find out first that it was Alex who had been shot, or you just heard that there was a report someone had been shot and killed?
Yeah, so my friendship with Alex started when we were kids with the Green Bay Boy Choir, and I had learned early Saturday morning that someone had been shot and killed in Minneapolis and was heartbroken. And later that afternoon, our assistant choir director, who both Alex and I had, reached out to let me know that it was him who was the victim of that terrible shooting.
What was your immediate reaction?
I think shock was the immediate reaction. Being just one state away in Wisconsin, what's been happening in Minnesota has been close to home. But knowing personally who was killed and having memories to associate with that person brought it even closer to home.
I imagine it's one thing for a person to lose their life and be killed in the physical sense, and then another for their reputation to then be destroyed. So what was your reaction when your friend was described as a domestic terrorist?
Anger, frustration, sadness. Unfortunately, we're seeing a lot of character assassination these days with this administration, and rather than getting to the truth and finding the facts, there's just a quick gut reaction to try to blame the victims and deflect attention away from responsibility.
What would you like to see happen now?
I think I would like to see more people be like Alex, and that is kind and standing up for what's right and just and good. And the more facts that come out about this and who Alex was, the more we're going to see that he was on the right side of history here.
Travis, we thank you so much for your time and really appreciate you sharing your thoughts and insight about your friend.
Thank you, Linsey.